his strongest, and then from there, I think Jack starts to take over.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the first item. If you go for a more 1v1 orientated item, then Renekton will be stronger.
Yeah, for longer. And I miss that kind of Renekton build where people went Blade of the Rune King, Prowler's Claws, and Black Cleavers and stuff.
You will be weaker, however, in the team fights.
Yeah, this is also a good game to be a tank Renekton.
Both of them know in this matchup to take the correct runes.
Yeah, that's a good sign. Fleet footwork for all the carries in this game.
Yeah, and phase rush probably will be the Leandri's rush coming through for Gemini into full tank for the Maokai.
Yeah, I like the Spellbook Ornn. I don't think we see much else on the Ornn. He doesn't use other keystones all that well.
Guardian would be like the only thing else he could use in the duo lane, really.
Yeah. Should be able to get some value out of his Spellbook. I can't remember if Spellbook... Frank invading over a ward here, so that is good information for Mr. Hot Pot. He is a bit of a question mark. I think Nuli on the Yone is a bit of a question mark, too. Doesn't feel like a Nuli champion. I think we've seen him on it. And it was okay. 3 plants on this.
Yeah, we saw him on it in this exact matchup up against Gory, and he got absolutely destroyed. Just completely destroyed.
Yeah, this is a very good start for Hot Pot's clear, so watch the timer when he finishes. He does have to cross the map, though, so might not be the fastest clear just because of that.
And the classic Jax vs Renekton level 1. Jax walks into his minion wave, presses E, and walks at the Renekton, which means he's going to get the push, going to get level 2 first, and that means that until level 3, where the wave starts bouncing back, there's not really much that Guan can do.
Yeah, I think Hotpot's messed something up because Maokai has killed 2 camps now. Nuli's just dead.
Yeah, and Gemini's found his way onto Nuli, and much akin to the first time we saw him in this matchup, it starts off horrifically.
Yeah, he knew exactly where Maokai was. Maokai's always coming from the left for the first 5-6 minutes of this game.
Yeah, I assume he thought that Gemini is going to just full clear the top side, but...
Yeah, he skipped Krugs, but definitely worth sacrificing your Krugs to pick up a kill.
Yeah, it's also very illegal, it feels like, to be this Yone.
Yeah.
Realize that there is just a Maokai somewhere on your side, on the top side of the map, and be the one pushing into a...
Hotpot's walked over vision here. Gemini knows, and his bot lane's coming too.
Yeah, Senna Ornn going to be able to get there first. Hotpot might just have to commit over this wall. If the Twisted Advance does come through, there's the flash, and not going to go down, but still, that's another important summoner used early on here for the side of Help.
I wonder if Hotpot could have taken the Maokai with him.
He was even seen, and Nuli just...
stood there. Yeah, there's no way to react to this as well. Once the Maokai's in flash W range, there's no point in even committing your flash, so good by Nuli to hold on to his flash there, but...
Yeah, that feels really illegal, the fact that he
also
just
saw
walked
him
over a wall.
And it really screws over Hotpot, right, who now can't invade because his mid laner is randomly dead.
Yeah.
Supposed to be on a giga fast farming jungler, and he is down a camp to a Maokai right now. Is looking up at Jiang. This is going to be difficult.
Definitely a volatile top lane. Oh,
yeah, the reset. I knew he messed something up. Yeah, he must have messed something up. Because Maokai was just clearing faster than him.
Oh, we don't highlight that, guys. Come on.
Because he had such a good start, too. He got 3 plants on top of the blue. Nuli does not have his TP, but should get back here. Pretender has a lot of mana to push with, though. And this wave looks horrible for Guan. Look where the junglers are, too.
Yeah.
Maokai's going to be here a lot longer.
Yeah, and he even uses all of his fury. This is going to be really dangerous. Flash available for both top laners, and that should just be the dead croc.
Yep, Guan gets solo killed. Jiang picks one up in a counter matchup.
Well, it's not a counter matchup. It's just strictly a skill matchup.
Yeah, it is, but, you got your pick in this game. You could have gone for the Cassante and just tried to be a tank late game, but you took the more aggressive early game pick.
Definitely not an optimal start for the top side, especially...
Yeah, especially when you've got a behind Yone on your team. He's going to be, at some point in this game, in a side lane against the Jax.
Yep, Zyra also behind. It's kind of just dire everywhere on the top side.
Yeah, Jiang's going to be close to 6 now.
Yeah, he's picked up his
it's halfway to 6, sorry.
as well, so...
He's looking like an okay trade with Pretender, and this is kind of my problem with the Yone matchup. I know he got ganked, but the trades always kind of just look like that. And I guess we just need to wait to see if this Yone comes online at some point and takes over the matchup in a side lane.
Yep, but at least not for now.
Yeah,
Completely
for now he's suffering, but not in terms of CS at least, which is what actually matters in these melee range matchups.
Well, kind of. He is down a kill.
Yeah, the
I
kill
think
is
generally if you're, low health but you're keeping even in CS and not dying, then it's pretty fine. But once you give over a kill, that kind of changes because now you are just weaker than the champ with a cull and a tear. Yeah,
just getting kited by Pretender on that trade very nicely as well. And Gemini is making his way to these Void Grubs. Zyra does have him beat, so Hotpot, if he goes right now, has the inside track if he goes this second, but will turn back around onto his Krugs. And Pretender is overstaying here a bit. He's very low on mana, but really low on HP. Meanwhile, this Ornn is farming very well.
Yeah, and Wako just 2v1ing, just walking past the minions and...
Yeah.
I presume Godtone must have missed a hook because that feels like it shouldn't happen.
Exhaust Nautilus, we don't see that very often.
Yeah, interesting.
Probably for the Jax.
I mean, I suppose so, but you are just Nautilus. There probably should be a way that you can keep Jax off of your carries. I mean, alongside not only the Nautilus, but Zyra is also really good at peeling. Just chuck down Stranglethorns and...
Yeah, Cheng9 going to use his TP here and still lose a couple of creeps, but I like that he took the TP here.
Yeah, I think Smolder should always pretty much take TP.
Yeah, against the Senna lanes especially. 50 stacks is a pretty stacked Smolder at this point, so Cheng9 has been a good performer on the Hellpigs team, so this is a very good start for him. And Smolder doesn't struggle too much with Jax. You have a lot of abilities you can use on him while he's counter-striking. You're able to manipulate his move speed and your own. And Hotbot's going to start up this dragon. Should just be going over to the Hellpigs. And this is thank you to the TP, a well-timed TP from Cheng9. There was a TP on Kaiwing used at some point, but did not generate a similar amount of tempo.
Yeah, but also, I mean, part of it's just that Gemini committed to the top side.
Yeah, and the fact that Zyra can just solo, as Gemini is level 6, by the way, so they will contest this.
Nature's Grasp, definitely available here for the Maokai. Inside track as well for Pretender coming through from the top side. Out will come that Nature's Grasp. Hotpot does not actually secure himself. And through comes that Ornn. Hotpot's absolutely going down. Godtone flashes melee range into an Ornn, and it's just completely clapped around the chin, and that's 2 kills. And a dragon stolen in favor of Frank.
Yeah, there should be no world where a Maokai beats Zyra to 6, but yeah, as soon as Gemini finds him on the dragon, level 5, he is happy to commit to that play. Even just walks up, Qs it, and steals it, which I think I've seen Gemini do that. It feels like once a game it happens. He will walk up to a dragon, Q, steal it.
Jiang
should be
might be out of position. Does use that leap strike. Does use that flash. Wako's here. Wako will be able to get his
How is
top
Wako
laner out.
here? That is incredible that he's there to save. That would have been a much needed kill for Hellpigs on Jiang. This Jax is starting to get out of control. Yeah, as soon as Gemini sees this, you kind of already know what's coming, so you maybe just have to run away if you're the Hellpigs.
Oh, dear God.
But it feels bad to run away from the dragon at 1k HP, and nice flash from Gemini to make sure they pick up the Zyra. Godtone just stuck in the middle of the enemy team, loses his flash as well.
Oh, the knockup coming through.
No damage with Kaiwing.
Oh my God.
Just gonna try freeze.
That entire dragon series of events was...
Godtone.
That was appalling. I don't know what else to say. Knockup coming through. Kaiwing on the mark completely with those, and through will come Marco, claim himself that kill. And that's a second death there for Godtone. Welcome back to the PCS, buddy.
Yeah, kill goes over to Wako too, who is stacking very well on Senna. 40 stacks for now. 80 stacks on Cheng9 feels very good too. Now, is this a game Smolder can take over? I'm not really sure. There are very long-range carries.
Yeah.
And the Jax on the enemy team.
The one thing that's good about Smolder, though, is that it doesn't often matter that there's long-range carries, because you just hit the melee range, it bounces back and hits the long range a lot of the time.
Yeah, it's hard to outrange Smolder. That is very true. A lot more lockdown on his team. There's really the Flash Maokai W and nothing else.
Yeah, the problem is I don't know if he'll have the time to get there. Jungo's aggressive, but this is going to be able to make it out as Wako once again up here. beside his top laner. Actually, he has just lost.
Yeah, I'm really surprised Hotpot didn't commit the ulti there to just completely chunk out Wako, but I guess Senna has sustain. Guan, does he have E?
Oh, does manage to land the Counter-Strike rule. Jiang and Nature's Grasp connects onto 2, but they're safe enough under the tower.
Yeah, once the Zyra ulti comes out, they have to back off, but now there's no Zyra ulti to clear this wave. Hotpot is suspicious. Oh, Wako's dead.
Wako might just go down. Has the barrier, has the flash, has the root coming through. Is he going to search for that? Oh, he doesn't land the Q, and the flash anyway from Hotpot means he's not going to get hit either way.
Yeah, I'm not sure that would have actually killed Newly. Taking a good trade with Pretender. Nice flash.
Yeah, another flash going to be coming out, and Godtone might not be hitting his hooks, but it is getting flashes constantly.
Yeah, he is.
Teleport coming through. Guang is going to have no real way to get onto absolutely anyone, and with that, we'll just run back up to top to try and save his top tower.
Had ulti and did not commit it on the Nautilus ulted Corki with no flash. I think Pretender just dies there if you Yone ult him. Unfortunately, does not commit with his support. Maybe he goes down there, but they did have the TP coming too. So maybe we're seeing some calm issues with these 2 roster changes for the Hellpigs. Meanwhile, though, Smolder and Ornn both free farming this entire time. Favors the Smolder, certainly. Has only one plate to his name.
Looking awfully unkillable.
Yeah, he will be very difficult to kill, especially with Zyra behind. Somehow 20 CS on Gemini on the Maokai. And yeah, I thought Wako might just die here, but I mean, Hook did miss, but it was flashed anyway.
So unfortunate from his hook.
Yeah.
I mean, it was never hitting because of the flash.
This is such a suicidal go by Pretender, especially with Godtone here. Just doesn't hit him while he's knocked up. But here, Newly, I feel, can just ulti onto Pretender, but
I think he might just die anyway.
I don't think Wako kills him quickly enough, but we won't know.
I mean, Pretender might have just got enough abilities out, is what possibly. I mean.
Oh, Jiang winning these trades hard in the top lane. And the problem with losing this matchup early is the Renekton. That flow of the matchup we talked about where it's losing, winning, losing, you're just losing the whole game now. And it only gets worse and worse as the game continues. So top lane's just a complete disaster. It's probably just swap bot to top territory. Maybe wait for Dragon first.
Yeah. And sort of onto that lose-win-lose as well is, well, it sounds like, oh, if your champ is only winning for part of the game where the other champ's winning for 2, it should seem like it favors the champ that wins for 2, but in reality...
You win hard.
Yeah, when you are in that sort of strength of Renekton in the mid game, it means you are stronger in the side lane in the 1v1, and you are like 10 times stronger in the team fight as well. So you're just like best of both worlds for that aspect of, or that time of the game. Whereas later on, Jax is better in the side lane, and he'll make it a lot harder for you to play. But Renekton actually in the team fights, still all he needs to do is land a stun on one carry, and probably will be able to just almost 100-0 them.
Yeah, Kaiwing getting run at by Godtone though dodges the hook very nicely.
Extremely tanky. Not likely to even go down. Flap. Gonna get knocked up anyway. Ornhorn, Nature's Grasp, but he flashes into it. Under his tower though, and with Hotpot being here, should be safe.
Yeah, Maokai flash up now. Cheng9 has no cleanse, so gonna be hard to counterplay that. Maokai flash W. Doesn't look like a very contestable dragon for now for the Hellpigs. Godtone too low. And Jung is now ignoring Renekton and just taking his tower. Yeah, so I think maybe just give the dragon and swap your bot lane top now if you're Hellpigs. Because top lane is maybe an even bigger disaster than losing the dragon.
Now it is the dragon going down. Jung recalling, doesn't have teleport, but should be completely fine getting back. There's no tower plates anyway for Guan to take.
Yeah, Cheng9 is going to stay. He does have TP to move around the map, but Godtone going bot right now is very confusing.
Yeah, I don't think he should be. I think mid lane...
Yeah.
And starting to get vision around these objectives.
Yeah, I think he is heading out to mid now. His mid laner is not on the map yet. If Frank just start this Rift Herald quickly, they may just get it.
Yeah, they likely will. I mean, even if they didn't start it immediately, they probably just get it either way. The team fights don't feel like they're losable, particularly if Nature's Grasp up, which admittedly for now is still a little while away.
Yeah, and
seconds.
Because of these lane assignments, this tower is just dead. Cheng9 waited too long to recall, and when he did, he just TP'd straight to mid. I don't think they can take a mid tower or anything. And I don't really think they can kill the Jax yet. I don't think Smolder does enough damage. It's going to be Essence Reaver. It'll be interesting to see what the Smolder build that Cheng9 goes for here. We don't see much Smolder these days.
Yeah, this already feels rough. I mean, you are going to be doing absolutely 0 damage with an Essence Reaver.
Yeah, for a long time.
Bit of mana, sure.
Yeah, you're kind of committed to doing not that much damage for a long time on Smolder. Is stacking well, at least. Cheng9, so is going to be useful pretty early this game. But there is a 3-0 Corki. Pretender has been the benefactor of all of this early game fighting. And the game doesn't even feel as one-sided as this 6-0 scoreline, right?
Oh, I think it
just
does.
Feels like Frank win every fight that they go to, and Gemini has been all over the map. 5 KP out of 6 kills. Wako, a little bit scary. But it is a blind hook from Godtone.
Probably is Godtone just going down.
No, they don't commit
to it. They do
back
off. I think it's wise. You never want to just randomly get caught by a massive combo coming out of Hot Pot, and it could just turn the tides of a fight really quickly. And especially when you've got so much pressure on the map, you can just back off.
Yeah, it's actually Corki getting all the pressure in the side lane against this Yone. With a tier and a cull as well. So Pretender is absolutely massive this game. And there's no one who can stand in front of him at all. TP from Pretender into the mid lane. They're going to go for mid tower now using this Rift Herald.
Should be able to pick that up. Actually, Nature's Grass coming out means that more than certainly they can knock up as well. We'll be heading on to Godtone. Although the teleport coming through means that...
Yeah, we've seen those TPs punished in the past. I thought it was a bit dicey, but Nuli gets the TP off and heads straight back to bot lane.
I mean, they save their mid tower, but losing that teleport, and considering this next time that Wako is anywhere near this mid wave, it probably should just be getting taken out anyway.
Yeah, they just have to worry about the Baron for a little bit. When the Baron comes up, the TP will still be down, and Nuli will be in the bot lane probably. But it should be okay, I think, because Dragon should be the next objective they fight over in 1 minute, and Nuli will just be here bot lane. Able to show up quickly to the fight. Is farming okay, but is very weak at the moment. Wako just straight up rushing the Banshees, the AD Banshees. I can't remember. Edge of Night.
Mid tower gone. No, it was just a formality saving it for that time being, but 6K, almost 7 is the gold lead for Frank Esports, and feels like the next Dragon will put them on Soul Point. I don't feel like there's any way Halpix truly can contest.
Yeah, these aren't the biggest spikes for the carries on Frank, so I wouldn't blame the Halpix for contesting just because it is their 3rd Dragon, but hook goes wide.
Yeah, it goes wide, and
the Banshees is gone on Wako.
Completely punished here. Yeah, going to be that death charge, Fate Seal, but Wako is able to get that flash out, only not quite in range. Godtone is going to flash, is going to hook. He's Spider-Manning away, and Wako's going to snipe him from the back.
And yeah, unfortunate for Godtone, he burns another flash. It feels like he's just been burning flashes all game. He uses his ulti onto Wako, who's able to just flash out of the Yone ult in time.
Nature's Grass going through. Connects on the Hot Pot, who takes a lot of damage actually from that.
And yeah, that's a bot tier 2 gone in the blink of an eye against these ADC comps. And I think as soon as Wako loses his Banshees here, it was good discipline from Godtone to not ult him right away until Yone was in range. And then, yeah, this flash just in time by Wako unfortunately means Godtone just goes down now. Nice snipe by Wako. Yeah, Hot Pot not quite there in time, but that was actually just a 2v3, 2v4 essentially kill.
Heading up to Dragons, I mean, Nature's Grass going to make this near on impossible. Jung as well is in a fantastic position.
Renekton is not yet anyway, but he's coming.
He's looking for a flank.
They should engage.
What follow-up is there going to be onto a flank?
They should engage now.
We're seeing Pretender's damage come through. Yes, Guanglon's on their backline, but he's all alone, and he is going to be taken out. Absolutely no drama. Actually makes it away for the time being as everyone just stood still momentarily. Hook lands onto Jung, but Jung is going to go low. He's going to go down, and 1 kill found. It's in favor of Halpix to start off this fight. Ult as well lands onto Gemini, but he is not who you want. But at least we've found 1 trade back, 3v3 now. But it's the 2 carries left alive. Cheng9 does remain up. The flash twisted advance. Execute coming through, and Frank clean with it.
Yeah, flashes over the route from the Zyra, does Gemini, and picks up his 2nd kill of the game. Little bit of a dicey fight for Frank for a second there. Well played by Hellpigs, but they couldn't quite make the flank as valuable as I feel like it should have been there, maybe. That was a Renekton in melee range of Corki Senna, so I think maybe they had to just commit Hot Pot's flash to help out the Renekton. Yeah, I mean, this is so insane for Guangguan. If he can get any help, or if his teammates can even just go on frontline while he's doing this, he can wreak havoc on the backline, but no help, unfortunately, for him. Godtone is spending most of this fight just zoning Jiang, and he actually sets up this kill for his team very well. And Guangguan lives for such a long time, goes down to Liandry's ultimately. So at this point, the fight looks fine. Nice hook landed onto Pretender, but they just don't have the damage to kill him. With their carries so low on HP, they can't walk up to hit him. Gemini, immaculately played fight, immaculately played game. Doing so much damage to Maokai.
That definitely is. Mako gonna wisely back on out of there. Massive gold lead now, of course, and Dragon's Soul on the cards in the next 3.5 minutes. Baron up. Not the fastest Baron in the world, but not all that slow with the Jax if he's able to join. And honestly, the Liandry's burn coming through from Maokai is going to help a substantial amount.
Yep. We will see how long they want to wait to do it. I don't think there's much reason to wait. Yeah, and they're hitting it right away. Yeah,
Hot Pot, if he can get there, we'll be able to land some poke over that wall. Hook not going to connect from Godtone. That may have been able to... I mean, it would have only got the Edge of Night, actually, so...
Yeah, it could have been followed up with an ulti, though, maybe. Jung uses E here. Dragon is at 6k. Jung does not have E.
Way in. Guangguan teleported to that mid wave.
Oh!
In goes Godtone. We've landed the hook onto Wako. Through will come Mum, but it's going to be one kill found as Wako takes down Godtone to start off this fight, and I don't know that all that much is going to come from the future of this.
Yeah, what an incredible hook by Godtone, just not followed up by a single member of his team.
Oh, we found our way here onto Nuli, but he does use that Faith Seal to get himself out. Gemini Swiss Advance onto a minion, does get him slightly closer to these carries of Hellpigs. Hot Pot and Nuli getting rounded to their bottom side, but Frank do relent the chase.
Yeah, they pick up the Dragon, win the fight, and don't even have to recall. They can go for mid-tier 2 now. Up a member temporarily. Godtone is almost back now, but yeah, they will be able to defend this tower on the Hellpigs. Guangguan running.
Hot Pot trying to find follow-up on Nuli, who did go aggressive once again onto this Maokai.
Yeah, nice usage of the phase rush Maokai there, just getting out of trouble. And Maokai ulti is up very soon, so if not this wave, on the next wave, this tower is certainly dead.
Gee, nice damage now. Nuli trying to find his way onto these carries. The root only just misses. Qinghai, he does have his final evolve. Obviously, it's not the same as Smolder was last split, but still,
yeah,
there is a chance for a comeback here. Gemini found his way onto Nuli. Everyone's here. Nuli's gone.
No ulti, no flash for Nuli. He's just dead. Frank is staying so long on this passage of play that is catching Hellpigs off guard. They don't get the tower, but they do get the kill.
Zhang's actually going to flash yet again. So a couple times this game we've seen him caught out in the opposing side's jungle, but both times actually surviving.
Yeah, and after getting the pick now, Frank can just easily pick up this mid tower, and looks like they want to keep going.
Low. Got to be careful. One of these Qs from Smolder could actually spell his demise, but he does get healed up.
Very poor usage of the Maokai ult. The wave was already dead by the time he pressed it, so they can't actually hit the tower. So after that, Frank will just opt for a recall now, and no outer towers for them to take. Dragon up in just a minute, so that will be their Infernal Soul. They'll be planning to take that and then run straight down mid lane, probably.
Rapid Fire Cannon now finish for Pretender, as well as that opportunity for Wako. So and spikes, massive spikes.
Wick Blades for Jax.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think he's just having a fun time now.
Yeah, I'm not ready to trust Jiang's Jax builds yet.
Yeah, it's weird. He went for Triforce. I think Roa was best in slot here.
Yeah, no, ever since Roa, I need to see someone else build Quick Blades Jax.
Yeah, Jiang does a bit of cooking.
Yeah, Frank very well set up for this Dragon now. No, Maokai ult is the one, I guess, shining light for the Hellpigs in this next team fight. Godtone getting rooted up. A little bit of a chunk from Wako. Doesn't have his Warmogs yet, importantly. Wako...
Land another hook, but, I mean, Wako might just take him out.
Oh,
actually, Death Charge is going to be committed.
Yeah, that's the Nautilus ult wasted now.
Jiang with a Blast Cone. I mean, it would be very scary to go in 1v5. He might kill this Nautilus, but probably not worth it, especially with this Dragon Soul, which will absolutely be and easily taken objective for Frank.
Yeah, that's just Soul at 25 minutes now for Frank.
This should spell the end of the game. We should be able to just walk at their tower with a Maokai ult and force something, because the lead that Frank currently have, I mean 12k, is genuinely an insurmountable lead.
Yeah, they do have to push into a Smolder, but every once in a while Pretender can just do that and take half of Cheng9's HP off.
Yeah, just whenever his rapid fire's up.
Yeah.
Does get that, oh, what is the Ornn upgrade of Triforce called? Is it Infinity Force?
Yeah,
it is.
Right.
Infinity Force.
And Jung, if you give Jung about 10 seconds with a tower, maybe even 5 seconds with a tower, he is just going to insta-kill it.
Nature's Josh coming out. Only Guan going to be able to defend this tower, and defend this tower he will not.
Yeah.
Taken out is that bottom inhib tower. Horn, pull the Forge God, will commit and connect onto Hot Pot, who's going to flash again once again. Away from Wako and his ultimate as well, but inhib tower gone, inhib gone.
Even these Maokai saplings with the Infernal Soul are doing so much damage.
Yeah, just so far ahead.
Yeah. Non-empowered sapling took off like 20% of Nuli's HP. Should be Rapid Fire Cannon next for this Corki. Not Rapid Fire, IE, with the Rapid Fire completed. Yeah, and that's the problem also for the Helpigs, is that sure, you're stacking the Smolder, and Yone scaling isn't horrible, but the scaling on the side of Frank is insane. Warren Senna, Corki Jax. Yeah, and this Ornn is massive as well. I'm actually not sure who is killing this Ornn. Smolder does okay into these Mega Tank. It doesn't have an LDR or anything yet. And Zyra.
Oh, back to live.
Smolder always has... Yeah, we're back in. Smolder always has an easy time following up, just because how much range he has.
Yeah, you just chuck the ult down, a W and a Q. And that's all Smolder really should be doing to follow up. But it is,
I think, carry, that's usually enough for a kill.
Yeah, I think the onus is on to Nuli and Guan to get that follow-up. And Guan's found himself in decent positions, but...
Oh, I think Hotpot. I think Hotpot needs to be using his flash a lot more aggressively than he has been.
Yeah, I think maybe he's just too far behind that he can't now. Kind of just getting one shot. I don't believe... Yeah, he doesn't have his...
Zyra is a support champ traditionally, so she doesn't do horribly with a lack of resources, but in the jungle, you are expecting her to do damage.
Yeah, and you kind of need to get to that point where you have some of those health AP items, like the Rylai's coming through, the Zhonya's.
Bongon loses about half his HP. Maokai ult is...
Maokai is going to connect onto Nuli, and this actually might spell the demise of Helpigs, and Nuli gets absolutely annihilated. The range on Maokai ultimate. What a fantastic time for a carry. Hot pot down. Down will go God Tone again for... I've lost count how many times in this game, but it looks like Frank Esports in 28 minutes should be able to take game number 1 of this series and withhold Helpigs from a win. Just going to be finishing it. Yeah, Nexus Tower now, the last focus. Frank, of course, love to get those last few kills in before the game ends.
Yeah, pretty clinical. Pretty clinical 28-minute game from Frank. Not an incredibly fast game or anything.
I think they should have been able to end it quicker.
I think so too, but I was about to defend the pace that they ended. 28 minutes isn't exactly a long time.
Right, but they
gave them
18k gold.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. They gave them nothing. They were up so much gold. 18k at 28 minutes might be a record. At 28 minutes, that's an incredibly big lead, and it's because they gave nothing at any point.
We'll have to look back. I can't remember how much DCG were up against.
Oh yeah, they were up about 30 kills, so that might be more.
The Ground Zero versus DCG was 20 minutes long, and Chris Gard had 20 kills, so there was a chance that, it was an absolute shellacking.